Hi, this is Liberty, and I'm back with a message. I'm choosing to channel my messages instead of planning them out beforehand. I did channel some information before I hit record, and the message that I came up with today was to discuss spiritual trauma. Yet again, I've been on my trauma recovery journey, and I'm focusing more on the spiritual religious trauma aspect right now. There are several different forms of trauma, as many of you may already be aware of. You know, we have the usuals of the physical, sexual, verbal, emotional, but there are financial abuse and also the spiritual religious abuse. And that's kind of where my recovery has been focused recently, is the spiritual side of it. I'm an anti-theist, and I'm still trying to fumble my way through this, and that's where I'm at right now. So I'm learning more about being a medium and channeling just from whatever information I pick up from all of my senses, and I'm trying to use that internally and externally also to help guide other people. I'm brand new at this. I'm totally like a toddler, so bear with me. But yeah, I'm learning about my own spiritual journey and the abuse that I went through growing up as indoctrinated in the church, and having those indoctrinations used against me, both externally and internally. So basically what I'm doing right now is learning to trust my own self, my feelings, my guidance, my senses, and what I'm picking up through feeling, through the clear cognizance and the clear sentience. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. I know for me, I'm kind of in the stuck place of releasing all of this pent up energy, the pent up feelings and emotions that I have buried and carried for all of these years through all of that indoctrination, I guess, is, for lack of a better word, that's what I'm going to go with. And like I said, as an anti-theist, I rebel a lot about even the spiritual laws that everyone is trying to teach from, you know, I call it the law of horseshit, but other people call it the law of attraction. And so I'm learning how to let energy ties go and let my resentments go. And it's not been easy. I can hold on to resentment for decades. And so I'm learning how to release, forgive, let stuff go. And I've come to the realization that I have to follow my own guidance that I give my kids of focus on yourself. I'll be telling my kids that all the time. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. But then when it comes to my own issues, I'm like always pointing the finger out instead of really focusing on how I am holding on and how I am continuing the energetic ties. And I did notice, I was talking to a friend of mine this week, and I noticed that all of that I held on to with my ex, I was continuing that energy connection, even though, you know, we don't still have that tie. Somehow my resentment was continuing conflict, and it was like magic. Once I finally released a lot of that trauma, his attitude magically changed, and I was like, how is this? It's magic. How is this even possible? Like, and so I'm learning to, I guess, accept the energy of everything. I know that sounds like really, to me, it sounds really stupid, to be real honest. But I've seen it in action, and how releasing all of what I carry can affect how somebody else treats me. And like I said, it was like magic. And I was trying to explain it to my friend. And of course I'm not even explaining it well right now, but that's beside the point. The point of it is that I need to focus on myself. And what I came up with this morning was, and instead of focusing so much on what they did, what they didn't do, how they hurt me, I need to forgive myself for all of that, for, being naive, being trusting, or just blindly believing that that things would just magically work out. I have a lot of magical beliefs from these little parts of me, and I've had to really understand them and forgive them for that childlike mentality. And I know some of the spiritual laws will say that you have to, only focus on positive energy. And I was having a lot of trouble with that because of this lack of forgiveness and lack of self-focus. And so I had to come to the realization that I have to forgive myself for carrying all of that and holding on to all of that. And that can help me shift into gratitude of I'm grateful that I recognized what I recognized early on. I'm grateful that I got out when I got out. Like, I'm grateful that I'm still alive. I'm grateful that I am still mentally capable of trying to share my journey with other people, and that I'm safe right now. And that was another thing that I had done recently, was doing random spells, and it's all about the intention and the belief behind what I was doing. It's not about the magic of anything. It's about my beliefs, because I did a protection spell for myself, and like there's no way to put it other than I believe now that I'm protected, and that belief carries through in the energy that I'm capable of being in the world. I don't think any of that makes sense, but oh well. But I know I have all of this pent up energy, and I'm learning to let it go, to discharge it. And I had a great example this weekend of just the working up of adrenaline and releasing it. So there's a way that I get in touch with my senses, and when I do get really activated with that pent up energy, I'm able to sit with myself and really comfort myself now. And I wasn't ever able to do that in the past, at least not to this level, where if I'm really wound up, I'm able to sit with myself and say, you know what, it's okay. We're gonna get through this. Like, just breathe and feel it. Just breathe and we'll figure it out. And then to also just discharge the energy after I get to that point of safety, I'm able to just release it. And so that's helping me to also release all of this old trauma, like I said, with the indoctrination and the repeated use of that indoctrination, both external and internal. Because a lot of my continuing resentment is me replaying all of that and replaying it back to myself and basically beating myself up with all of that. And so I'm trying to get to a place where I trust myself and I trust my inner guidance and my intuition better. It's hard because I'm telling myself that I have to be psychic. I have to pick up on other people's motives and other people's energy. And I think that's fair to a point, but also I just need to actually listen. Like if somebody makes me get into fight or flight, it might not always be my my energy that's causing it. It might be, something external to me that might be triggering that. And I'm learning to slow down more and sit with myself and ask myself, like, what is causing this? Like, is it me? Is it the other person? What do I need to do with it? Do I need to, journal about it? Do I need to cut this person off? Like, what do I need to do? How to release it, let it go? Because I'm not sure I fully believe that we have to forgive our abusers. I think some of that does come naturally, but some, like, to tell an abuse survivor that they have to forgive in order to move on is it's not fair in a way, and it can actually be harmful when they actually need the information that's contained in all of that. Because I've found, for me, I can't fully let something go until I get all of the information that was contained in the event. And so if I'm replaying the event over and over again, like, there's still something there that I need access to. And so for me, it's been a process of journaling and finding out, what is the wisdom that's in the wound that I still need, that I haven't been able to let go of the event. And for me, finding that wisdom in the painful event has been what has led me to be able to let some of it go. And like I said, I don't think I'll ever be able to fully forgive the people that did abuse me and are not sad about it. They're not regretful about it. They will never apologize for it. And like I said, like, I have to be self-focused. I have to provide that forgiveness to myself. I have to forgive those parts of me that wanted that connection, that wanted that love, that wanted whatever it is that I was searching for, or whatever it is that this part is just not willing to let go because of. There's some wisdom there, and once I do find the wisdom, I am able to kind of let it go. So, and then hopefully get to the higher vibrations. I don't know. I'm still, like, in the process of really formulating my own spiritual beliefs, and I think that's why I haven't fully finished my book and gone to the editing phase, because I stopped at the spiritual chapter, because it's like, oh crap, what do I believe, and how do I express that to other people, and how do I use this as a part of my healing journey? So I'm still in the in-between phases of all of this, but that's what I'm coming up with right now, is to focus on the various types of trauma, and finding the wisdom in each of those events, so that I can give myself that self-forgiveness and turn it into something I'm grateful for. And it's hard. This is such a hard process, and even sharing it, like, I'm feeling emotional right now, because it's hard for me to share something that I'm not even sure about. I'm still unsure, like, how to share what I'm learning and processing, and this is a process for me to let go of that perfectionism and just move, because the guidance I'm getting is that it's now time to move. My guidance before was to rest, that everything is unfolding, and now my guidance is I need to move. I need to get out there. I need to I guess, I don't even know what the word is that I'm looking for, but I know it's time to share, and hopefully my sharing will help somebody else. I don't know how. I don't know how this would help anyone else, but we're not alone. Even if we're a fumbling mess, that it's all a process and it all ties in together. That I think that was the key for me, is knowing that each of these tie in somehow to the healing journey that I'm on. So yeah, so I don't know, stay messy out there, y'all. I'll be back with another message soon, but I just wanted to channel something and get it out there. But yeah, anyways, I love y'all, and I hope y'all are doing well, and we're not alone, and we will get there. So love y'all. Bye.